Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing just a little sit down chat with me video about my Whole30 and how I prep it. I'm just gonna give you a little information about a Whole30. I'm not gonna like go deep into details because the Whole30 website has a lot of resources and they give you so much information. So definitely go check out their website. But basically, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I did a Whole30 back in the fall and it was life-changing for me. I was suffering with chronic yeast infections for oh my God, my hair's a little crazy, don't mind that. For about a year, I had a yeast infection every single month, maybe twice a month sometimes. And I was just at my wit's end with it. So I was like, maybe I'll try the Whole30. And it took me I did a lot of research before I did it. I think I did a week's worth of research. And basically, Whole30 in a nutshell, just a quick summary, is it's an elimination diet. It's not so much for weight loss, though you will lose some weight. Eliminating all the bad things and then you reintroduce them to see what kind of affects your body. Another big reason why I did the Whole30 was I had chronic heartburn. I literally had heartburn every single day. It was god awful. So in the Whole30, you eliminate gluten, dairy, legumes, sugar. Is that it? And a few other things. There's there's an outline on their website. Maybe I'll link their PDFs to help you figure out how to make your plate, all of the additives that are not allowed, and all sorts of things. I'll link as much as I can down below, but go browse their website or go read Melissa Hartwick's book. It starts with food. She has a Whole30 book. Melissa Hartwick has a whole slew of books. I never really read them. I'm not really good at reading informational books. I'd much rather research online myself. But anyway, you eliminate all of these things, and then to figure out what it is, I've never done a reintroduction properly, but I've done it my own way, if you will. I might do a full reintroduction this time around, I don't know. But I've learned that my body does not tolerate gluten well, and sugar brings back my yeast infections. While this last time, I haven't, knock on wood, brought any yeast infections back, but it's also because with this, I was using boric acid, so I think the boric acid might have been something else that aided in my yeast recovery, if you will. But I've kind of fallen off the rails hard, trying to do this with Weight Watchers and trying to balance life, and I've just kind of went down the rabbit hole, if you will, deep down, I had a donut yesterday. When you guys are watching this, this will be day one of me starting my Whole30. Now, the number one reason I'm doing this time is because I've fallen deep down into a hole, but also I am preparing my body for an IVF cycle. So I kind of want to get myself as healthy as I possibly can. And so I'm going to reset my body, if you will. There is a lot of ways that I prepare myself for a Whole30. The first thing you should do is pick a start date and stick to it. I was going to start on Monday, April 30th. Is that Monday? But I decided to start on Friday, today when you're seeing this, because I did not want to go into the weekend eating the way I've been eating. In my mind, I'm starting something new. I could eat everything because I'm just going to reset everything anyway. But because of that mindset, I've been eating all the food. I've been trying to still eat healthy, but my snacking is out of control. I had Doritos, I had donuts, I had cookies, iced coffee. I've been crazy with my caramel macchiatos. It's out of control. I'm burping now because of God knows why. Probably the coffee and the donut I ate. It's been god awful. Sorry my hair, I'm a hot mess, if you can't tell. Anyway, I get so off topic. If there's something I don't cover that you guys want to know, ask me down below because I get so off topic. Anyway, so the first thing I do is I pick the date because it gives you time to plan and prep. So what I do first is I kind of make out, I don't do a month at a time, my meal ideas, because life happens. I kind of do it I try to do a week, but it still doesn't work sometimes for me, just because my schedule is so crazy, especially doing it this time is making me extra anxious because my schedule is so inconsistent now that I'm mixing in being a postpartum doula with the nanny life. So my next suggestion is to write out meals that you like. Research a lot of different recipes. Or you could stick to the basics. The basics of a Whole30 plate should look it should be, I think, about a quarter of your plate should be protein. You should always have a plated fat. I think it's like 1/8. I will link this diagram down below. And then the rest of your plate should be vegetables slash, like, I think the carbs you can have, not carbs, but like you can have sweet potatoes, and is that it? As far as like carbs go, because vegetables are carbs, they do have carbohydrates. So you need to have a heaping pile of vegetables. With your protein, you always need a plated fat, and you eat 3 times a day. I'm sorry if I didn't mention that earlier. I'm trying to still figure out how to have like a post and pre-workout meal, but just because I go to the gym usually so early that I'm not eating before the gym, and I can't eat right afterwards either. So I might be doing that wrong. Maybe I'll throw in like a 4th meal, I don't know, because you're not supposed to snack. However, I've always had like a little bit of a snack. Anyway, plan out meals. So find recipes that you like. My favorite blogger that has amazing recipes is Just Jessie B. I will leave her website linked down below. I have not made anything from her yet that is not delicious. So for my first week, my big planning was breakfast. As you guys know, I'm a nanny, and usually I can make breakfast here at work. And it's kind of been making me anxious because I cannot make breakfast when I'm being a postpartum doula, because I get there and it's like I'm right into it. But I can bring my food and eat there, obviously. So I'm going to make like an egg bake. If you've been following me for a while, you've seen me make this before. So that I can just cut out a piece of this egg bake, bring it to work, wherever it may be, warm it up. And because I'm starting on a weekend, and a weekend that is crazy for me, I also have to have breakfast because I don't know where I'm gonna be and what I'm gonna be doing. So definitely plan your food ahead of time. Always make a lot of extra so you could have it in your fridge so you could take it and go. I always recommend having something easy. So if you guys have not checked out my Whole30 must-haves video, I will link it down below, and if I remember to up here, I never remember to do that. But definitely go check it out down below, it will be there. I definitely recommend having some kind of like chicken sausage in your fridge because it's so easy to use. There's a lot of compliant chicken sausages. Have some kind of frozen burger in your freezer, like a turkey burger, Trader Joe's, chili chicken lime burgers are good. Always have something like that easy in case you can't cook. You know what I mean? Or make a lot of chicken and have it in there. I always have extra sweet potatoes or potatoes in my fridge. I always have some kind of easy vegetable to throw together just in case, because your schedule is not always the way it is. Like for me at least. Some of you might have like very strict schedules where it's always the same, but for me, my schedule is always changing. So I am starting in a crazy weekend, but I'm gonna do a lot of prep. I think probably tomorrow after work, and I have to do some tonight because tomorrow's Friday. When you're watching this, I'll have breakfast made. So I need to make that egg bake tonight. A tip for starting a Whole30 is have your pantry stocked full of the other things that you need. So a lot of spices, check your spices before you start because a lot of spices have sugar in them. No sugar. If you're a coffee drinker, get a compliant creamer. There's nut pods, the Califia Farms Better Half, an almond milk, no sugar though. There cannot be added sugar. So the Califia Farms creamer that I've been loving has 2 grams of sugar, but still no sugar. No tolerance to the Whole30, no sugar added. So definitely have like your favorite creamer in the fridge. Definitely have like a salad dressing that you like. There's a ton of recipes for salad dressings, but Tessie Mae's and Primal Kitchen have pre-made dressings. Have those in your fridge. Have a compliant mayo. Again, you can make it yourself or you can go buy it. I love the Primal Kitchen Chipotle mayo because I love making egg salad and I love having it with my tuna. Definitely have those kind of things. Have some almonds because that's a fat. You need to have a fat with every meal. So you need to have an almond butter. I'm not supposed to eat almond butter a lot because it could be a trigger food, like a sweet sort of thing, but I have it for a plate of fat sometimes with breakfast because sometimes I love avocado and I could eat it with every meal, but sometimes it gets a little expensive to have that much avocado. Definitely have yourself some RX bars. Now those are just for emergencies. You shouldn't rely on them, but sometimes like you need them in a pinch, so have those at home as well. I think some Lara bars are compliant. The only RX bar that is not compliant is the peanut ones because peanuts are a no-no. No peanuts allowed. I guess they're a legume. I don't know. So definitely have those in your fridge. What else can I tell you guys? What else do I do? Have it on your calendar. Like say like your start date and your end date so you know it. Keep track of every day because before you know it, you'll be on like day 5 and you're like, oh my God, I only have 25 days left. So it's like, keep a countdown, keep like reminders places, because you're gonna get to a point where you're gonna be like, oh my God, is this worth it? If you guys have been following me since my first one, you know that I got to that point, but I pushed through. Just remember that it's only 30 days. You could do anything for 30 days. My next tip is for eating out. So what I've learned eating out is you need to call ahead. So if you're going to like a regular restaurant, always call ahead, ask them what they cook their meat in, ask them if they could do their vegetables steamed with no butter, or, oh, ghee is another thing you should have in your pantry. Ghee is delicious. One of my new favorite things to cook things in as well. Sorry, side note. And you could always bring stuff with you. So when Rob and I, for my first one, I only went out to eat, I think 2 or 3 times. And what I learned was to call ahead and then bring your own condiments. So we went to like a steakhouse and they were able to make my steak the way I needed it. I had a potato, I brought my own ghee to put on the potato, and I brought my own dressing for a salad. Another thing that I learned that is very easy to eat out with is a Cobb salad, because you can always say no bacon, no cheese, and you can have a delicious salad of vegetables, hard-boiled egg, and avocado. So definitely find a place that has a Cobb salad and bring your own dressing if you need to have dressing. Sometimes I don't need to have a dressing, so I'm okay. So I highly find a place that has a Cobb salad, but always call ahead. A lot of places that are not chain restaurants are very accommodating, and they're as long as like you tell them like definites, like I can't have this, I can't have that, they'll make it work. Like I feel like Rob thought I was crazy for bringing my own dressing, but it was like I wanted to stick with it. So definitely bring your own stuff. That's it. That's all I really do for planning and prepping. I do plan to work out this round. You can definitely work out. Definitely go look more into details about pre and post workouts. I know that there's rules. I'm not sure of them off the top of my head because I haven't really, because of the way I work out. And if I do work out during the day, it's not like I come right home and I can eat. Like I'm always 20 minutes away and I always have other things to do. So unfortunately, like I'm not able to stick to their pre and post workout rules. Another thing is you cannot have anything that is like recreating something else. Like you cannot have store-bought chips of any kind, even if they're compliant, plantain chips. In the beginning, I was like, oh, these banana chips are just bananas. But no, you cannot have any homemade, pre-made chip. You can make your own plantain chips and stuff, but you can't have that. You can't make pancakes, even if it's just a banana and eggs. They call it sex with your pants on. Those things are a no-no. It's basics. Just eat what's good for you and clean out your body. If you are having any kind of issues with your health, I highly recommend doing a Whole30. It is like life-changing what you learn about your body. Rob is always telling me he's tired and this hurts, that hurts. And I'm like, it's because you're eating 85 grams of sugar a day. He's probably drinking more. He won't give up like his sugary drinks. I don't cook 2 dinners. Rob eats what I eat. I will add something for him. So if I'm having, he doesn't really like my almond breaded chicken, but he'll eat it anyway. You know, he'll eat what's there because he's a man, he wants to eat. But I won't make 2 separate dinners. So if I'm just having sweet potatoes, I'll get like the Seeds of Change organic rice, and I'll just microwave it for him so he could have rice. So, or I'll just have something easy like a pasta to throw together for him. I don't make 2 dinners. He gets what he gets and he doesn't get upset. I have a lot of self-control. Like I could be around somebody eating something and I don't want to eat it. The Whole30 taught me that I have self-control, because beforehand I'd always be like, oh, I'll just have a bite. Oh, I'll do this. But if something is off limits, you know you can't have it. So it's good that like these things are off limits. They're hard limits. So I hope this video helped you guys. I'm sorry, I'm not like really organized with my thoughts. I didn't have anything written down. I just sat down and just let it all out for you guys. If you have any other questions, I could do a Whole30 Q&A if I get enough questions. Whenever I say ask me a question, I never get enough questions, so I'll just answer them in the comments. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me, because on my Instagram, in my link tree in my bio, there's a link to my Facebook group. There's a link to my Pinterest board so that you guys could see what recipes I'm pinning. I share some recipes in my Whole30 group, my Facebook group. Other people are there doing it with me. And if you guys are doing it with me, let me know. I'm super excited. Use the hashtag on Instagram, Simply Jeana's Whole30, so I could see what you guys are cooking. Show me what you're cooking. Because I get ideas from a lot of other people. Like the only thing like I've made up myself is like the zoodles that I make with coconut aminos and hot sauce. Like I'm not really good at creating my own recipes, but I get a lot of recipes from other people, like I get inspiration from Instagram. It's amazing. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you are new. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye. Good luck if you're doing the Whole30. You can do it.